Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 10th of May. Summer-like weather. Headlines are forecast for the next couple of days, but by the time the weekend gets here, the weather turns noticeably cooler, and we will deal with some rain at times as early as Friday. Let's check out some of the Skycam shots around the network early this morning. First off, coming from Jasper in Walker County. It's clear and pretty mild, with readings mostly in the 60s across the state. That's the Skycam coming from Auburn, down in Lee County. Off in the distance, you can see Jordan-Hare Stadium. And look at the fog down in Atmore. Atmore is in Escambia County, down in deep South Alabama, near the Florida line. Boy, high amplitude pattern. Big cold trough in the west, very warm ridge over the east. And, of course, we're obviously going to stay in that ridge for a while. Hey, look at the warmth that spread up through the Plain States yesterday. 99 in central Kansas. Goodness, that's pretty hot for May, but you cross that front and you go back in the trough, and it's cold and snowy back in the mountains. Big contrast out there. And around here this morning, it's pretty mild, mostly 60s. Birmingham at 65. The cool spots, look at Coleman and Gadsden. They're both in the upper 50s this morning. On the watch warning map, not much happening. Got some winter weather issues out west across the Rockies. The eastern third of the nation extremely quiet for now, but later today there could be some active convection. That's the convective outlook for today. Got slight risk areas to the west, north, and east of Alabama, but of course under the ridge we should be high and dry. Tomorrow, look at that, moderate risk for parts of the plains. Oklahoma and Kansas, basically along and west of Interstate 35, and surrounding that, the standard slight risk all the way from the Rio Grande almost to Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. And on day 3, which is Thursday, got a pretty big slight risk area from eastern Texas up through Arkansas, Missouri, and Iowa. And within that, the higher probabilities are clustered right over Arkansas and Missouri in extreme northeastern Texas. So not that far from here, we could see some active storms on Thursday, but beyond that, no severe weather risks are defined, and we don't expect any major problems here Friday when the cut front comes through. Certainly not tornado-type activity. If anything, there could be some hail because of the cold air aloft, and even that's kind of iffy at this point. Okay, there's the QPF expected rain for the next 5 days across the country, valid through Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, and the amounts taper off from about 1/2 inch over the Tennessee Valley down to nothing at Dothan in extreme southeast Alabama. Amounts here suggested to be about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and that sounds right. We're expecting amounts of 1/2 inch or less Friday and Saturday. We'll check the modeling. This is the OZGFS valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon. There's the big trough in the west, a ridge over us. So needless to say, it's going to be awfully sunny and awfully warm today. The high pretty close to 90. And again, the statistical guidance has been running too warm lately. So maybe upper 80s. We'll say 87 to 91 for most spots. Tomorrow, same thing. Now look at the trough in the west beginning to go negative tilt. And that sure could set up some very active thunderstorms for the southern plain states. But we're under the ridge, and there's the surface look, and we're dry. And again, the high's around 90. While storms fire to the west. Thursday, the ridge begins to break down. We think we will stay dry here, highs in the mid to upper 80s. I guess you might consider a small chance of a shower late in the day or Thursday night, but the bulk of the day should be dry. And then Friday, this thing evolves into this big upper low that's north of Kansas City. And down below that, the surface low is to the north with a trailing front down through Memphis and Lake Charles, and that should be a day with a chance of showers and storms. And again, severe weather looks unlikely at this point, with rainfall amounts of 1/2 inch or less. Now, here's the deal for the weekend. That upper low just meanders about, kind of drifting southeast. Saturday, the upper low is still north of St. Louis. Down below that, the front is basically stationary and will maintain the chance of showers on Saturday. So I don't think it rains all day. It's not going to be just this washout deluge kind of thing, but no doubt there could be some showers around. And pretty much the same thing on Sunday. The upper low is just drifting around north of us, and the conditions won't change very much. So for the weekend, the sun might peek out at times, but more clouds than sun. The chance of showers on Saturday and Sunday with cooler temperatures. Highs will likely drop back into the 70s over the weekend. And there's Monday, the upper low drops south. And we are underneath the cold pool, and down below that, again, same thing, a chance of showers. And, there could be some thunder at times over the weekend or maybe Monday. And with cold air aloft like that on Monday, there might even be some small hail, even with showers with no thunder or lightning. Just that happens occasionally with cold air aloft like that this time of the year. And then Tuesday, finally the whole pattern begins to lift out, and that looks drier. So a little unsettled for the weekend ahead, with a trend toward cooler temperatures. We'll go out there a few more days. May 21st, pretty good looking upper low again over the plain states. That could be some active convection west of here. And the end of the forecast on May 25th, all the westerlies are shifting north. We've got a light west flow aloft and kind of warm and muggy and showery, if that's right. But again, the chance of severe weather would be quite small. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on TV this evening, ABC 3340 News in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Never witnessed anything like this, and I hope we never do again.
People are coming in to help them. That's what Alabama's all about. It's almost as if a bomb went off.
My baby's alive. My husband's alive. We made it.
I'm demolished. I don't have nothing. Just chaos, really.
It's just a nightmare that I know that I cannot wake up from.
God can do with it as He will.